must have felt when David stood to face Goliath on a hill. I imagine that he shook with all his might until you took his hand and held on tight. 'Cause you were there in the midst of danger's snare. You were there always. You were there when the hardest fight seemed so out of reach. Oh, you were there. You were always there. Lord, you're always there. So there he stood upon that hill. Abraham, with a knife in his hand, was poised to kill. But God in all his sovereignty had a bigger plan. Oh, and just in time, you brought a lamb, and you were there in the midst of the unclear. You were there always. You were there when obedience seemed to not make sense. Oh, you were there. You were always there. Lord, you're always there. Oh, so haven't I learned that my ways, they're not as high as yours are? And it's you alone, you who keep this whole universe, for I'm just crumbling into dust. You are God, and there you were, hanging blameless on a cross. Lord, you would rather die than leave us in the dark. Now every moment, every planned coincidence just all makes sense with your last breath. You were there during history's darkest hours. You were there. You'll be there always, 'cause you were the victor and the king, and you were the power in David's swing, and you were the calm in Abraham, and you're still the God who understands. You are the strength that we have found. You are the you are, and you will always be the risen Lamb of God. You are the source of my strength. You are the strength of my life. I lift my hands in total